Hello everybody and welcome to another Kev Play. This is Kevin and we are on part 7 of our playthrough of Killzone Shadowfall. Last time we had a little technical issues. We had to split the part 6 into two halves, which you can find on my channel Kev Plays. It's all there. Nothing was disrupted other than the fact that it's split into two videos, but hopefully nothing like that happens. But the only way we can find out is if we continue and with the Let's Play. So yeah, last time we kind of partnered up with her name is Maya Vasari. She's the wife of. She's the daughter of the like Madame Vasari, who kind of like, as we saw, kind of like threw her under the bus. I think in some way, like in saying like, oh, we're gonna take you to a holding cell, and kind of treating her daughter like she's like like an out of control child or something. Even though like what her daughter is fighting for is for pretty much what we're fighting for, I guess. I mean, she's pretty much an ally at this point, and we've partnered up with her. That's the thing with Killzone games. This Killzone game, though, is that the story seems it's very muddled. It's hard to kind of get invested in and really, especially when you're trying to talk as you're playing, but like I do get it in broad strokes what's going on. So yeah, so we partnered up with her. She gave us this like little spider bot. She doesn't exactly trust us. She doesn't know us, Lucas, that is. But she trusts that he will depend on her for what in order. It's kind of a complicated thing, but I think they're kind of like getting on the same page with one another. Yeah, so I guess we'll just jump right in. Oh yeah, before I do I was gonna say it last time. I forget if it was the last episode or not. But we saw Tyrion talking to a monitor before we like ended up getting in like a scuffle with him, and who he's talking to is your hands. Is it? I think it's like Jordan Stahl, but I think it's pronounced Johann Stahl or something like that. I could be butchering that, but Stahl was the kind of like the big bad of Killzone 3, so it's nice to see that there's some continuity in terms of bringing what happened in 3 over to this game. But it's kind of shocking to see him because I'm pretty sure he got like obliterated in that like Petrosite mass nuclear holocaust that happened on Helghan, so I guess he somehow escaped, but that's kind of intriguing. How's it going, Peppa Pig? Guess I'll just take this guy out. I think I started this part last time, but oh my god. Oh, there was talking to me. So I was thinking, and like, well, not so much that I was thinking, but I was listening to a podcast, and I forgot that. So the fact that like Killzone is pretty much dead in terms of as a franchise is probably just not going to continue. It means that Guerrilla is like It's already a known fact that Guerrilla has split its teams to like work on another project. We don't know what that project is. It could be a completely new IP, or it could be what I think it is. Because I remember it was a huge rumor that SOCOM was going to be developed by Guerrilla, and that they were getting all these people from like hiring all these people from like Rainbow Six Siege to work on this project. So it's that might be like the silver lining in all this. If they're not working on a new Killzone game, unless it's a completely new IP, I would love to see them take a shot at SOCOM. So yeah, Vicarious Visions has been completely absorbed into Blizzard, and I think it's kind of BS. Like, I feel bad for the studio because I think they're a really great studio, and I feel like this is what they get for as a reward for their success. They kind of just got um, folded into onto the Blizzard side of Activision. They did so great with Crash Insane Trilogy. They did so great with Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 plus 2. They've collaborated with like the Spyro games, the Spyro Reignited, and I think even CTR Nitro Fuel. They really were a great studio. They really were very faithful and really added so much more to the remake that kind of like made it more than just a remake. It was almost like they were like their own games, completely new games, but like in a very modern way. Like by sticking to the roots of what made those games, but keeping it modern. And that was a very hard, I'd say a very difficult feat to accomplish. And they did it, and now it's like their reward is to just work on like what the rumor is that they're going to be working on like Diablo games for Blizzard, like a Diablo 2. Exactly, like so Neversoft pretty much the same thing happened with them. They were so successful with the Tony Hawk games, and then Neversoft just got pulled into like the Call of Duty umbrella, I guess. It's sad to see, but and it's especially as someone who was really looking forward to, a sequel, because I mean, I still think it will be silly if Activision completely ignores the success that Tony Hawk just had. Like not only was it like one of their best-selling remakes, but it's the best. Like it broke sales records for Tony Hawk games in general. And I think that's, as someone who was looking forward to Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 plus 4, or maybe the Underground remakes, or even a completely new Tony Hawk game. Exactly. It's now down to Toys R Bob or Beanox. I'm thinking it might. See, Beanox actually was kind of a co-developer in some form. Like, it played a very significant part in the Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 plus 2 remake. So, if anyone, if I was to pick one, I think Beanox should do it. Like, I think they did a fantastic job with CTR, Nitro Fueled. Even supporting free DLC monthly for a year after its release. Like, I would love to see Beanox take the helm if they can. Like, that's the thing, though. I don't know. Was Vicarious Visions like the real talent, and maybe they were like outsourcing their talent through these other studios and kind of teaching them, or now that Vicarious Visions is kind of like preoccupied? I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure Beanox can handle it, because they pretty much did all of CTR Nitro Fueled on their own. So, yeah, Vicarious Visions I love. I like them, even from, like, back the GBA games. I never really played them, but I really respected what they did there. I do have Crash Nitro Kart, which isn't as good as CTR, but I still respected what the game tried to do in concept. Do I have any grenades? That'd be great. There's so much experience from Beanox, Toys for Bob, and Vicarious Visions. I don't see them lending out those properties just for some third-party studio, because I feel like it's like lightning in a bottle what they have. Like, I just hope it all works out. I think our best hope, though, is that Beanox is going to take over the Tony Hawk games. I think Toys for Bob has proven themselves, even though Crash 4 is is a very frustrating game when it comes to 100%ing. It's still a very solid Crash game. It's probably one of the like I think it's a worthy successor to that trilogy. So Toys for Bob is good. I'm still wondering, like, because there's supposed to be a rumor that Spiral 4 is happening. I don't know. I'm guessing Toys for Bob could do that, but it seems like they always shuffle the developers around. So now there's only two to shuffle around. We don't really have a third that we know of. Oh no. Why? So my say my internet connection isn't good to be doing the stream, but apparently I'm still playing. Alright. Where's my damn There we go. Okay. Peppa Pig, are you still seeing the stream right now, or I just need to make sure that I'm not just playing this and it's not recording. Okay, good. But yeah, I am kind of disappointed. I think it's a bummer that that happened to them. I feel bad for the studio, pretty much. That they're now just. I mean, I'm sure they're still employed. That's a good thing. But in terms of like the passion of like kind of being an independent studio and kind of being, making it, kind of breaking into their own kind of like little niche thing that they were doing. I thought that was awesome, and now it's kind of just like, eh. Do you mean the F-bomb? Because yeah, sure, you go ahead. What the hell is going on here? What is my objective here? Does it say? Do I have to... I don't know what the hell is happening here. Have you ever checked out my channel before? I think I might have very early on. I don't think I've visited since not just probably because I was too busy or whatever, but I'd be happy to check it out again if I'm where am I? I don't know what's going on. Have you put any new videos up? No, don't. I don't know how to get out of this spider right now. I ain't making any new videos. Oh, I think I was supposed to get that thing. Escape New Helghan. Get to containment center 32, I think it says. It's very small print. Okay, I think I'm supposed to go this way. Could I do this? Still trying to find a PS5. I'm on every day. I'm going through Walmart, Best Buy, Target, Amazon, Kohl's, Costco. There's there's a thing called Newegg, and then there's another one. I'm using this site called Tom's Guide that kind of tells you when there's restocks. But I cannot find one. I know someone that got one. It's like a game in and of itself. Like it's like for me, this is the first party PS5 game is trying to actually find one at retail price. I don't want to give I don't want to like buy one from a scalper at all. I don't want to give them the satisfaction. So I'm trying to find it at a retail price, even if it's a bundle. I don't even care if it's a bundle that like if it's a game I don't want to play or something. Even though pretty much most of the bundles I've seen, even if it's a bundle with Cyberpunk, the garbage version of Cyberpunk, I'll buy it. I mean, it'll at least be funny that I have that that copy of Cyberpunk, I guess. I'm gonna have to join the what? The club? They use bots to buy the PS. Yeah, I know. It's so hard. It's so hard to just like know when the restocks are actually dropping. I mean, I don't know. I keep thinking of just like showing up at the stores just to see if like maybe they have it available, like limited one per customer or something. Like maybe there's like a system in place that some of these stores do that kind of combat these scalpers and bots from just like scooping everything up.
Yo, I got a man down over here.
But apparently it's not illegal to do what they're doing, so. And if it means that these stores get all the money that, you know, for selling all this stuff, then they're not gonna stop it. It's like my white whale, though. It's literally like the PS5 is literally the white whale. It's big enough to be a whale, and it actually is white. I only need Ratchet and Clank and Demon Souls. Yeah, those games, I would pick those up. What am I doing? Okay, where am I going? Where am I going? Okay, now we're going this way. The hell am I going? I thought I had to be up here. I love how the stream of this game is just gonna go forever because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Okay, here we are. I'm still playing Ghost of Tsushima. I'm like I'm almost like 100 hours into the game. I'm really trying to platinum the game pretty much because it feels like it's one of those open world games where it's not gonna be, it's not like Red Dead or GTA 5 where it's like almost impossible unless you really like dedicate your life to the whole game. But yeah, it feels like something I can do. Like right now, I think there's 3 acts in the game, and right now I'm in the second act of the story, like towards the end of the second act. And I think I'm almost at the third act, and then I'll be like done with the story. But I'm having a blast with that game right now.
It makes a change. A Vectin seeing how we really live. This is the truth, Kellen. This sanctions do? These are the people they hurt. All you're doing is helping to breed a new generation of extremists.
Nothing.
Who's talking?
Die in agony. Because of what?
Oh, there he is. Aw.
I couldn't admit that I'm a coward. Because I couldn't admit that this place doesn't care about us at all.
I had to put her at her...
We mean nothing.
I didn't know if she was still alive or not, but I'm pretty sure she was dead.
Can't go on.
Should I just kill this guy? Put him out of his misery? Alright. That's probably the most evil thing I've ever done in this game, except for killing those... torching those surgeons in The Last of Us with a flamethrower. I only have 6 platinums, but I could basically get more. I could easily get more. Yeah, I enjoy it. I enjoy trophy hunting. These days though, I remember like the beginning of in the beginning of the PS. Careful. All right, let me see what these people are doing. No, don't do it. Intervene.
Thank you.
Yeah, in the beginning of the PS4's life cycle, or even like in the PS3 days, I was very much dedicated to try to get as many platinums as I can, and I still do, but the difference now is that if I feel like it's taking way longer and it's taking way too much more effort than it should for me to accomplish the platinum, then I'm just gonna move on to the next game. Like, because at this point it's just like, it's just not worth it. But I still do enjoy it, and I try to get as many as I can. I think right now I have like 25 or 26 or something like that. I check, but I don't want to like disrupt the stream right now. Okay. Yeah, New Helghan is a pretty depressing place. And by the way, these levels that I've been playing through are very kind of bare bones when it comes to collectibles, obviously, because for some reason when I do new game, it just has it that I've already collected all the collectibles before. Because this is a game I've already platinumed. So maybe this would have been more interesting because
I
there were
don't care who you are, just to help.
because there were like video logs that kind of like added to the story and kind of added context to what this world is and everything. So we're kind of missing out on that a bit.
Anything.
But
Oh, go on, please. You're all the same.
it's probably not
No, we
worth
are
it in
not
the end.
animals. We're people.
I think Crash 4 is worth it. Is worth it? You think so? I think it. I don't know. Like, like. You have 29 trophies. Just oh, I do. Platinum trophies. Really, 29. That's more than I thought. So Ghost of Tsushima would be my 30th. That's pretty cool. Don't do it. Intervene. Oh, 29 on Ghost. Okay. Yeah, Ghost is so much fun. I'm enjoying it. Like and there's no bullshit trophies on that game either. It's all like collectible stuff, and obviously the story chapter trophies and kind of like combat trophies, but they're all like none of them are like ridiculous and like uncalled for or anything. Like, and I'm just enjoying the whole process, the whole the whole process of that game, of completing the game. Oh, it's definitely a good game. Like compared to all the open world games I played this generation, it's one of my favorites. It's like up there, like because like I said, I think last stream, the last two I played were Days Gone and Death Stranding, and one, Days Gone is a little bit finicky, a little glitchy. It's not, it's playable and it's a bearable game, but like the story was okay, but and I did platinum that game, but like everything's after you in that game, and Death Stranding obviously is just an very experimental open world game, and everything's kind of all about isolation and trying to make connections and stuff. Ghost is kind of just like it's not trying to like change the wheel, and it's not like overbearing when it comes to like throwing like a million enemies at you, like the whole, like how I feel like Days Gone was. Even though Days Gone horde modes are awesome and very unique, but I love Ghost because it's like there's a breath of fresh air, like taking in the world and like the spirituality of the world. Yet you're still fighting people, and it's just cool how the system works. Red Dead 2 is probably it's probably
Meet me at the top of the elevator.
it's probably the best open world game this generation
Those
with
containers are dangerous.
in terms
Find
of
the control
depth.
panel, release the crane maglock, and you'll be able to shoot the entire box loose. Or just mark it, and I'll take the shot.
Marked.
Can you shoot him?
Target down.
Yeah, but yeah, Ghost is great. I don't know if you were going to continue that thought with something, but okay, so I'm supposed to move this container.
Mark the container. I can shoot it for you.
Wait. Don't I want to I don't know.
I'm on it.
Oh. Honestly, I want my owl back. My little like sentry bot. I don't know where it is. Oh, I can mark enemies.
Designated.
Neutralized.
It's weird though playing this game now, knowing that there's 90% it's 90% likely we're never gonna see another Killzone game for probably the next. I mean, I like unless another studio was to do something with it, which I doubt. Yeah, I just think it's over for Killzone. So like, this is pretty much the last game they made. It's kind of giving me a new perspective on this game in terms of because I guess like with Call of Duty, you just become saturated with like the yearly releases, and like you kind of like take it for granted. And Killzone was kind of like that for a while. It wasn't every year, but it was kind of like you just trusted that there was always going to be a new one, and it was always going to bring something different to the table this time. And but now that it's over, it's like it kind of makes you like I don't know, like consider what. Oh, here we go. How do I duck? Oh, I can't duck with this. Is that what they're telling me? No. What the hell? But yeah, I just have a new perspective on this. Is what basically what I'm trying to say. How can I get through here? How do I duck? Triangle? No. Square? Circle. My bad. Oh, but I can't duck. Okay, that's why. I can't duck when I'm using this thing. Alright. What's your favorite first-person shooter? I really enjoyed... In terms of one that always captured my imagination, it was actually always Halo for me. Combat Evolved 2, like basically all the Bungie Halos. But other than that, I used to play a ton of Area 51 by Midway for the PS2. I was actually like, uh, I actually like there's like a little movie that like me and my like clan or like the community made. It was kind of like a zombie movie we made in like what's it called? In like a little 10-minute span, I guess. It was a little like kind of like mutant survival movie we made in Area 51 for PS2. It's called Lab Experiment Failure, and I'm like I'm actually credited as like a director, but it's such like it was made like in 2009, and it's such a like a bad movie like in a funny way. Like it's just so bad because like obviously nobody knows how to act and nobody really knew what they were doing to begin with. But it's a kind of a funny video if you ever check that one out. Oh god, oh god. I also like the I mean, back in the day, I loved like the James Bond games like 007 Nightfire or Agent Under Fire, and of course GoldenEye. But now when you go back to those games, they're very dated, and it's kind of hard. Like they did not hold up well, even though they were so great for their time. I think. Resistance is really good too. Whoa. I didn't even know there was a thing to explode there. Damn, that's gotta hurt. And that's the thing, Killzone's dead, but Insomniac game, like their like Twitter account, I think in, I don't know if it's the US, I think it's like a UK Twitter account has been constantly posting like resistance stuff as if like they're trying to get people to think about that game more because maybe it might be coming back in some form. Because it's supposedly Insomniac is also. I mean, like even though
Large attack drone incoming. Don't try and fight it head on. You'll get cut to pieces. If you got EMP grenades, use them.
even though Insomniac multi tasks with like Ratchet and Clank and Spider-Man, I think there's rumors though that Resistance is also going to be thrown into the mix with them. Especially now that ever since like Insomniac was actually like purchased by Sony like a year or so ago. Okay, this thing is I gotta get a stun grenade. How do I throw my stun grenade?
It's done. Hit it now. Taking damage. Keep going.
this little boss fight right here is kind of what inspired. I think this is what inspired like Horizon Zero Dawn's like you know like robot enemies. Because whenever I used to play Horizon Zero Dawn, I was always thinking of these moments in Killzone Shadowfall where there was a lot of emphasis on these like big uh, robotic kind of like drones or whatever they are. There we go. Good thing I had this little pole here. Could use that. Where am I gone? Escape New Helgen. Okay, let's keep going. What did you think of the Crash cartoon? I saw that. That was like an old cartoon, right? Or are you talking about the one that got canceled by what was it, Amazon or I forget. I mean, I have seen that old YouTube video of that old cartoon that's on YouTube of Crash back when it was like in the 90s, I think. Yeah, the new one, yeah. I don't know. Um
Wait. I'm getting something on the radio. Multiple fire teams coming down to that level. Find cover.
Honestly, as much as I love Crash, I am kind of uh I don't know what's happening here. I am what's it called? I'm kind of a little conflicted with how Crash is handled, like, because I grew up with like Crash 2. Like that was my first PS1 game was Crash 2, and like that the more evil Clancy Brown, Cortex, and kind of like the way the story, like the characters weren't all these like goofy, like wacky, like kind of like slapsticky type like the tone wasn't so slapsticky. It was actually more kind of a little dark, even though it was still a cartoon. So that's what captured my imagination with Crash Bandicoot from the start, and I can tolerate how the direction they took him in since then. But in turn, like I'm just imagining, because wasn't like we were talking about this last time. They were trying to like get like a fart joke in or something, and like whatever like the streamer or like Activision was like being difficult about it or something, and I don't know, like because that's just like not. Oh my god! Oh my god! That scared me. That's not really like the Crash that I really like get really jazzed up about. Where it's just where they just treat it like it's just like this like goofy Looney Tune-y, like even though it was always inspired by Looney Tunes. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm making sense. Yeah, Activision told Amazon to restart from scratch. Amazon refused. Okay, so are you saying Amazon, like the developers that were in charge of this cartoon that were like kind of like hired by Amazon were kind of taking Crash in a direction Activision wasn't happy with? Or was it the other way around where Activision was trying to do something and Amazon wasn't really, because I feel like that wouldn't be true because Amazon's usually pretty flexible with what happens creatively with their stuff. Yeah, Activision, they're like control freaks, and I don't know. I think they should just let them do what they were doing because honestly, it's not like they're. I don't know. Yeah, Activision is the master. Yeah. I don't know. It's I feel like I would have had to see kind of like a preview of what the show would have turned out as to get more excited about it. I do remember a long time ago, back when I was playing like the Insane trilogy, uh, there was talks of a Crash Bandicoot movie, but I don't know. I guess that fell by the wayside or something.
Wait. I'm getting something on the radio. Multiple fire teams coming down to that level. Find cover. Enemy down.
Take the shot. Take the shot. I did hear about that. Yeah, you can Google it. Like there was like a there was like an actual reliable source that said that this was like in the works, that or like there was like a deal made where um a movie was, yeah, like a movie kind of like got the green light or something like that. And I actually had an idea. I remember having an idea for the movie where, because like, as far as we know, like we know Crash and Coco are like brother and sister, and uh, you know, I guess they were both in like the experiments with Cortex. But I feel like even though there's the flashback, like I said this before Crash 4 even existed, but uh, even though there's the flashback tapes that kind of explore before Crash 1, the events of Crash 1, I always like I think like the it would be a great movie to see like how Crash and Coco kind of found each other and kind of realized they're like, you know, family in a way, like because I feel like that's never been explored ever. And I feel like if you're gonna do a movie where we're gonna be following these characters for probably like an hour and a half, there's got to be a little bit of a heart to it, and I think that's where the heart is that sibling relationship. And plus, it's just a story that's just never been told. Like we don't really know how Coco got out of, like, escaped uh, Cortex Castle, or how she found Crash back in, like, between the first game and the second game. Like, so I think that would be a cool idea for a movie, or even a TV show too, if it was like a serialized thing. And obviously, you can have your whole, like, you know, diabolical plot from like Cortex or whatever, or any enemies of those enemies, I guess. I don't know where I'm going. I'm just pressing buttons here.
I'm risking everything to help you. Are you going to convince your side to stand down or not?
Look across the wall. Our city's still smoldering.
I told you, we...
Blame the Black Hand all you want. Vector doesn't want the truth. He wants justice.
At what cost? You've never faced annihilation before. We have. Trust me, it's not worth it.
People like us don't get to make that call.
Why? Why do we let others make it for us? Why do we let them throw us away? Our lives mean nothing to them.
Alright. Interesting talking points by Lucas and Maya Vasari here. The Uncharted movie is delayed to 2022. Yeah, I'm not surprised. That's a movie I'm definitely going to be checking out, regardless if, like, I mean, I hope it's good. Obviously, I don't want to show up at like a theater. If it, like, ideally, I want to see it at a theater. But with COVID, who knows what's going to happen? But yeah, it seems like a lot of movies are getting delayed. There's a really cool movie with Bob Odenkirk, and then the movie is going to be like a John Wick style. It's actually made by the people who made John Wick. but it's with Bob Odenkirk, and he's like, like just basically like being a bad like which is so bizarre because Bob Odenkirk is known for his comedy, like comedy writing, and then Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. Now he's like an action hero. Like his career trajectory has been has been so like flexible and like has been so diverse. A few video game movies are coming out. Yeah, and The Last of Us HBO show is still kind of in the works. I heard that the person who was gonna direct the pilot dropped out, but I don't think that's a big deal because like I remember that was a big headline that their pilot director dropped out, but that's really not a big deal because in TV they use so many directors.
Damn it. I just lost my cloak charge. I'm going to have to get through to the control room without it. Meet me at transit loading. And don't shoot anything unless I mark it, or we'll have every unit on us.
Like television and movies are different when it comes to directors. Like with a movie, there's a single director and he's kind of manning the whole film. But with TV, there's showrunners and there's the writers, and then uh, directors kind of like switch like a revolving door. Like there's a whole like a whole season of like a season where like a 13 episode season or 10 episode season will have like 5 or 6 directors. So it's not really a big deal if the pilot director for the HBO show for Last of Us dropped out. I think they'll just find someone else rather quickly. Okay, there's another big Horizon robotic animal or spider thing to take out. Oh, is this her? Booga booga. Oh, I press circle backs. Mortal Kombat? That's cool. There's supposed to be a Twisted Metal TV series also.
I'm gonna make a break for the transit controls. Cover me. I'll call out targets.
Sentinel, get eyes up on that platform. I can't see for shit. Get
Okay,
a small light up there.
so she's
Any
gonna.
news on the victim? He's racking up quite a death toll. Reports say he's got help from the inside.
Cover Echo.
Sector just told
Alright.
them to admit they messed up. He won't make it through here
Take out
alive.
that spotlight. Hold fire. There's teams moving in. They've got attack drones escorting them. Don't engage them. They'll have support teams nearby. The only way through this is hitching a ride on a container.
I lost her. Where'd she go?
Hurry, take the shot.
That was my bad. My bad accuracy there.
Hold your fire. It looks like they're going to split up. There's a camera on the walkway, and those 2 guards. Take them out.
There we are.
I need to get over to those controls. I just saw a guard in the tower. Take him out before he spots me.
Where is he? Oh.
Target down. I'm at the controls.
This is a cool section. I like this part.
Container over to you.
I've got a breaker that keeps tripping. Looks like a light shimmer now. Let me take a look.
guards just moved into the tower in front of you. Deal with them and then push up.
Can I shoot through this thing? Hopefully.
Hurry, take the shot.
There we are.
Okay. Hang on, I'm
Whoa!
sending over the container.
I thought that thing was gonna crash into us. Oh, do I have to get back up here?
Damn it. There's more guards just ahead of you. You're going to have to take them out. I can't stop the container. Hurry, take the shot. He's down.
There we are. I can't move. Like, I can only spin around. So, this is what I mean when I hate when the game takes away control from the player. Because of a specific scene that we're in.
Hold on to that. Look out for
Amazing what
snipers.
you do to protect that.
It's lies, Kellen. Vectins are easily blinded. Here, we suffer from a different problem. We live in despair, surrounded by chaos and violence. We are not blind. We know that. We know the truth. Tell me, which one of us is freer? Are we not both slaves?
I'll do. I'll try and get them to stand down.
That's all I ask.
Yeah, I heard they doubled the price for Xbox Live Gold. That's insane. Like, were they just testing the waters, seeing if people, like, would get upset? Because, honestly, what did they think was gonna happen? It's crazy, though. I'm glad that the fans, or not just fans, but players and, you know, everybody, like, kind of just pushed back at that and
But I'm gonna need my rifle back.
called it out how ridiculous it was. Here's your sniper rifle. Live and well.
Thanks.
What you said about killing Massar, you mean it?
I couldn't live with myself otherwise. If you were honest, neither could you. Come on, it's not much further.
I have to get over to the control tower. See if you can find a way to disable the security system. Maybe there's a spider mine around here. Stand by until I get in position.
How the hell am I supposed to find a spider mine? Oh hell no, they were shipping the expensive Xbox Live Gold codes to retailers. Oh, yeah, that's insane. What do I do?
Hold your position. Support teams are en route.
You get my mark?
Target killed.
Oh, here we are. Okay, so what do I do here? Yeah, it wasn't a test. Yeah, that's bizarre. It's so crazy how they'll act like they're like, so consumer friendly 1 second. You know, Game Pass and you know, cross-play and like you know like oh my, like and then they just you have to remember that it's a business and they're gonna try these like kind of like they're gonna take these like cheap shots at consumers and see what they can get away with. What am I doing? Okay, there's things to get. Okay, so I'll take this out. On top of that, free-to-play games no longer need gold. Online free-to-play no longer need gold. That's good, right? Honestly, I hope that's something that happens for the industry. I think they should. I think online games should be free, and then make PlayStation Plus um the service. You don't have to, but don't make it so that because I don't know if like maybe call me crazy, and I know this might sound very crazy, but I don't take any of what PlayStation Plus has to offer. Like I don't download any of the free games, like because I don't want to. For me, like like I like physical games. And I like to to create a library of the games I've played. So I don't want to download a bunch of games that I'm like, even though like yeah maybe I'll play them, but honestly if I want to play a game badly enough or at some level, I'll just buy it. I'll just buy it, and like so like I don't want PlayStation Plus. I only have PS Plus because I want to play online games.
Target killed.
Drop him.
Yes, Fortnite was trapped behind a paywall on
Target
Xbox.
killed.
Yeah, it's just like it's nonsense. And I feel like they need to separate what we're paying for when it comes to these services. Not just like bundle it all into one little thing if you want just one portion of the pie, I guess. Slice of the pie. Microsoft is to blame. How so? They started pay to. Yeah, I know that's right because PS2 and PS3 were completely free, and then once Xbox Live became a thing, PlayStation jumped on that bandwagon. That's why you gotta vote with your wallet. But honestly, it's like a norm now to pay for these services. But it's just like online PC is still free for people. So what?
Target sighted.
Target killed.
And I don't think that's ever gonna change for PSC like anytime soon. Then Nintendo hopped on board. That's right. And Nintendo can be pretty strict when it comes to that stuff. What am I looking at here?
I'm at the control room.
For some reason, when I hold this gun, I can't do any melee moves. It's weird.
They're adjusting their quadrant. They're gonna be here any second.
Oh,
The antenna's down. We need to get power back up.
I'm hoping this is a checkpoint
You're going to
because
have
we're
to
probably
get
going to end it right here.
to the array. I saw one at the back of the room. Damn it. The capacitor outside at the base of the tower. The antenna array is to the right. Hurry.
I'm doing what now? You know what? I'm going to save this for next time.
Ground elements closing. Get to the tower.
Yeah, I'm going to save this for next time. Hopefully I got a checkpoint. I should. But and even if I didn't, I'll make sure that I'm at this part for next stream. Anyway, Pebble Pig, it has been a pleasure. Good talk. For anyone out there who enjoys the content, please take it upon yourself to like, comment, and subscribe. And other than that, everyone stay safe, stay healthy, keep a clear head, and keep on gaming. I'll catch you guys next time. Bye-bye.